It was nighttime. Leanna gets a text on her phone when she was at a bar with her friend and went like, "Are you at McWiggins right now?" "Yes." "Who is this? You look good in that pink top. Aren't you 18 though?"
Gave this guy at the bar?
If he's like that,
Ew.
without even knowing you, that's scary.
Immediately, you need to be looking around to see who's on their phone because somebody texting you on Instagram, stalking you basically.
Someone is stalking you on Instagram.
And it was like just full of stories. So
And you don't know who it is. Look, friend, we gotta go home. But he says, "I won't tell anyone though." Winky emoji.
The Des Moines bar and restaurant owner accused of stalking a woman with a GPS tracker.
This GPS tracker allows you to simply put it in this waterproof case. You can affix it down there. Once the vehicle starts moving, it will start pinging, and then it can be tracked.
A young woman had just gotten her groceries and was walking to her car in the parking lot when she noticed a white SUV slowly following her footsteps.
He's been following me since I left Winco like 30 minutes ago.
What? Who is this? The guy who thinks you're really attractive. Now, it was around this time Leanna think one of her friends was messing with her because she usually goes out with a friend named John or Rebecca, but she was with another friend. This has to be John. I'm dead. Or Rebecca. Who is messing with me? It's neither. Now, before we do get back into the text story, you might be like, I understand people are dying from bars or going missing from bars.
We're learning more about the woman killed while leaving a local bar.
Or potentially getting kidnapped from bars.
Torres Sosa wound up in jail with a split lip, kidnapping a woman from a Grand Forks bar.
But I'll just go with a friend or with a group. And it's common sense, right? Girls usually tell you it's always better to go together than alone. Wrong.
and I got a new outlook on life. I need to put y'all on game on why y'all should start going out more by yourself.
When I start traveling solo, this year you are gonna travel solo and you're gonna do it safe.
You have not been out by yourself. This is your sign. Like, go out, have fun, even if it's alone. Love you guys.
If you just simply Google should women go to bars alone, mind you, for the most part, yes, bars are safe, but just wait. If you Google it, it'll say, I'll chat with the bartender, read or check my emails, even just sit and clear my head while clouding with booze. And I believe that more women should feel free to go to a bar alone if they want. We shouldn't be weighed down or by worries or fears. There've got to be bars out there where we can feel safe drinking alone. Even YouTube videos out there of girls on day 40 of going to bars alone. With the comments saying, Indian girl here with no friends and I go out alone almost every Saturday. For people who think this is weird or scary, it's actually very liberating, and you would notice no one cares about you being alone or with someone else. You might make some new connections for sure. Now trust me, I want to say yes, all women, all girls should be able to just walk alone and do whatever they want in this world alone.
You can argue that this is a slur against our rights, but whether we like it or not, your life could be at risk. You could be, I think if you're a woman alone and you're walking in a dark park, you perhaps should rethink the way you're going.
Even solo travel, alone.
Hi, my name is Julia. I've been a full-time solo traveler for 3 years now, and I'm here to help you see more of the world.
And foreign women who look like tourists are even easier targets.
And more women are traveling alone.
Number one, I would never stay in an Airbnb alone.
A woman traveling alone in Costa Rica was found stabbed to death in her Airbnb.
But is traveling solo a good idea? And could it be dangerous?
Imagine you're going about your day, but you don't realize that someone is recording you.
You never know who's listening, watching.
They're watching us.
And foreign women who look like tourists are even easier targets.
But the world is just not fair. It's too much shit happening, because when something happened by her going alone or being alone, then it's like, oh, she should have, oh, if only we would have just.
I went out on Saturday to a bar by myself, and I want to tell you guys what happened.
And how could that ever be the case when the internet is telling you be brave?
I had like this realization. Okay, and it was just like, well, why can't I go out? Why can't I go be happy tonight?
And all I'm just saying is be safe, because it might not happen to you and you might not hear it nowhere around you, but it's going to happen to someone.
A young woman's night out turns into a nightmare. She says she was drugged and raped
after visiting a local bar.
I'm lucky enough to be alive.
Marla, this woman says she's not alone. Since she came forward with her story, she says that she's been contacted by multiple other women with similar accounts.
Feel free to walk alone at night. While being a little drunk or buzzed. Not being so aware of your surroundings. It's okay. Women shouldn't be weighed down. When the truth is, life isn't fair. And I understand you don't want to live life in fear. Neither do I. Like, multiple girls do be alone and they go missing by meeting some creep, simply taking an Uber, simply having to walk alone at night because you just came from a bar or a party or a friend's house, or just by getting off the bus from work and going home. When you come across that creep, sometimes it's nothing that you can do. And all of the girls who you've seen here, yes, they were all alone and they died. I don't care what no one says. It's always better to travel with somebody. And you will see why with this story. Who is messing with me? It's neither. Send a selfie. Can't. So she immediately taps her friend. She says, look around the bar. As soon as I put my phone down to text, I want you to look and look and look to see who's texting, okay? So Leanna puts her phone down and say, okay, bye, we're leaving. The friend is looking, she see a couple of men that's alone on their phones. So she really don't know who it is because none of them are stalking them. So when she says, okay, bye, we're leaving, the girls get up and they leave, thinking everything is sweet. The girls was basically bar hopping, meaning going bar to bar. So they go to another bar. He texts her back saying, this is my favorite bar. Good choice. Leanna goes, the same guy. He texted me saying, we at his favorite bar. Keep looking around, keep trying to see who this guy is, or try to see if you recognize anybody from the old bar. But Leanna sees somebody staring at her. She believed that she catches the guy. He was sitting on the stool next to the door and just looking at her with these glasses on. The girls waste no time. They go up to one of the workers, one of the bartenders, and they say, look, read these DMs. There's this guy here harassing her with these texts. Can you please confront him and tell him to go away? We don't know what he's trying to do with us. The worker goes up, confront the guy, and tell him to leave. He said it loud enough to where the girls can hear. At this point, the girls came up with a plan. We don't leave no time soon. We have to stay at least a little bit over an hour. And as they did, they discussing, why did he text me? How did he know my Instagram? How did he know I was there at that same exact spot? Because it's not like I post on my story that I'm here.
You might want to ask them if they're using a new feature. It's called Snap Map, and it uses the location settings on your phone.
So you can see where they went out to dinner last night, which friend's house they were at, what bars they went to last.
I've used it just to see where my friends are, but it's kind of creepy because like you can literally just see wherever you are.
Because if you zoom in too close, it'll tell you what street, and I kind of do find that a little bit creepy.
Is giving some locals the creeps, as it lets you track down your friends to their exact location, or they can do the same to you if you haven't turned the setting on.
It's a disturbing crime in League City tonight. Police there are searching for a 20-year-old. Police say Victor Furman tracked the teen to her house using Snapchat.
But they couldn't figure out an answer as they was talking and discussing over it. So wait, I went on my Snapchat maps to see how much people I can potentially stalk, and I can literally stalk thousands. I'm not even joking. And a lot of these people on my Snap, to be honest, I don't know. Well, that's because if you add me, I'm gonna add you back. But that doesn't mean we have to text. And I just clicked the random person and I told them, why do you have your Snap Map on? To where I can see and track everywhere you go. She said, well, I don't care, I'm not worried. What?
Accused of stalking a teen in League City, police say he showed up at the teen's home several times uninvited. At one point, even breaking into the teen girl's bedroom window. Investigators say Furman tracked the teen because she was sharing her location on Snapchat.
Over an hour passed. They believe that he's maybe going now. They check and look outside the bar. They don't see him, and so they leave. Now, these girls didn't Uber or Lyft to the spot or took any taxis. They actually walked to the bar. They live in a city town where their apartment is not too close from the bar. So as they was walking home, they now on this road with not too much people on it. It's kind of late. It's getting 2 o'clock a.m. And so the girls just walking. They're not even thinking about the guy at this time because they think he's long gone. But the guy is actually behind them, creeping up on them. And to the point where he actually grabs her arm. The friend starts screaming. The girl tries to fight him back. And this actually catches some people's attention that was on the street. Like I said, it was not that much people on the street, but there was a couple of people on the street to where they came to the scene to help the girls, and the guy let the arm go and ran off. Yes, it was the same guy. The police came to the scene because the girls didn't want to leave the scene, and they definitely didn't want to walk home. They didn't want him to find out where they live. And then the witnesses also stayed at the scene to confirm that yes, this actually happened while the girl Leanna was showing the police the DMs. What the best friend should have did during the attack was take a video and tried to get his face. Ooh, that would have been top tier. Or should have even did it at the bar just for their safety. Still to this day, Leanna deactivated that same account, created a new account, and now she has her new account private. It messed her up so much. This is now how she has to, at least in her mind, live her life. Which, you know, I don't blame her.
She moved out of state, she doing love, she seeking forgiveness. She used to dance, but she went alone, start up a